I'm CT. When I'm not hosting podcasts, I live in the real world. I mean, everybody has to work, right? My job is CS, customer service, solutions, relationships, and generating motivation to keep my team pumped up and connected to every single guest that steps inside that store, whether it's for one item or an entire basket full of things. They've got to stay pumped up. This is C.T.C.S, episode number 18, The Transition.
I call it the transition period. I've got to put away the podcasting, forget who I talk to. I won't show prep before going into CS because I don't need the stress of doing all the research and everything. I'll do that when I get home around 10:30, 11 o'clock. But it's the transition to move from this life that you've been living for 42 years, broadcasting, and then you're moving into a life where I wish I would have been, and I would have had a better understanding of what being with real people was all about. Transitioning. We all do it. We all do it. When you go from the home life to the job, those days where you don't feel like you want to be there, but you do it anyway. How much interest do you put into your transition? Part of today's transition is taking a walk. Julia Cameron always talks about that in The Artist Way. Go take a walk. Take a daily walk. Get out there with nature. Which Jazzy and I do all the time anyway. I mean, that's how we start off our morning in the first place, is going for a walk. But I guess we've never really done a transition walk, and to see how that mentally comes into play. Just so that when you get into CS, where you have no control, where you don't know what the day is even going to be, because there's no 2 days the same, you still have something very positive that you tapped into, and was taking this transition walk. And you wonder why I do a transition walk and meditate before I come to the grocery store. First of all, it's never the same day twice. And I do love to know what is going on inside the store the very second I arrive. And, when people look at you and say, do not say anything about the stuff that has not been put away. Do not say anything. I'm not in the mood to be with people today. Now, this is a manager telling me this. And then they say, there's scamming going on right now with Apple. There's scamming going on with Amazon. And we're not going to sell any of those cards right now until we understand the scamming. And then it just grows from there. And all you can do is just sit there and you just kind of smile and go, okay, no room for me to have a bad day today. This person's grabbed it already. People are getting ready for Christmas. Christmas parties is pretty much what they're doing. I mean, they're buying boatloads of wine and beer and everything that, like appetizers and things like that for their celebrations. I had a guy tell me tonight that they're starting a party at a certain time. They're ending the party, and then within about an hour and a half later, they're going to start a second party, and the reason why is because they don't want to clean the house. Oh, the stories. I guess I've learned the hard way that if you're going to be in any type of retail, these hard concrete floors, expect injury. In talking with our guests as well as the people I work with, we come here to play hard, we work hard, and it's no different than a sports team player. And you have injuries, and God dang it, the pains that I continue to have. I'm 2 months deep into this, and you go and you to the chiropractor, you go and you do everything you're supposed to do, and God dang it, man, it just really drives you. The big guys are in the store, the vice president, marketing people, promotions people, and stuff like that. From what I understand, the way it's being shared with me is that it's the holiday season and they come out and they thank the employees and everything like that. I dig it. I want to meet you. I don't want to see your picture on a wall. I want to hear your voice. I want to have a real conversation with you and hear your dreams, your aspirations, and your goals. And what would you like me to do better here at this grocery store? Because I'm that kind of a guy. I'm going to ask questions like that, and because I got a lot of pride in my store. I really do. And and you hear how I said it was my store? If I'm here, I'm going to give you all I got. And it doesn't matter how much my back hurts or anything like that, I'm still going to go the distance. I guess in a really weird way, this could be a public service announcement in the way that, hey, if you're going to buy a lot of these gift certificates or these gift cards and things like that, that if you spend over $2,000, we got to fill out the paperwork. We've got to fill that. That's the federal government, man. That's them, saying, hey, look, we're going to do this where I need a couple couple of forms of ID, and I'm going to have to know where you work at and everything like that. And so save the time. Be prepared to take a lot of time to fill out that big old orange piece of paper, because we mean business. It is the federal law that if you're going to get $2,000 worth of gift cards or more, we're going to have to do that. Are ugly Christmas shirts and sweaters still the thing? I mean, can we still call them ugly Christmas sweaters and shirts? Or would I be offending somebody if I said, my God, that is an ugly, ugly, ugly sweater? In radio we talked about it on the radio, in between the breaks and everything like that. And we would make fun of people who would wear their Christmas sweaters, ugly ones. But to be face to face inside a grocery store is it very CS of me to be able to go up to somebody and say, whew, that's an ugly Christmas sweater. Because I've got this radio background, and the people I work with realize that they want me to make announcements all the time, and I just can't just do a regular announcement. And one of them was to talk about how tonight was, Thirsty Thursday, and I get on there and I go, ho, 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 it's Santa Claus, it's Thirsty Thursday. Rudolph, did you bring your beer mug tonight? Santa, of course I did. I want my nose to be shining bright. Oh, Rudolph, what are you talking about? We've got live music. We've got so much going on tonight inside this store. I know, Santa Claus. It's time to celebrate, and I'm here with you to do that. Oh my God, I love being at this store tonight. This man walks into the store, gray hair, gray beard, and so bad I wanted to say, yo, Santa Claus! And I thought, no, don't, you might offend him. And we've talked about this, that I could easily offend somebody. And so he comes in, he's looking for cheese straws and stuff like that. And so he finally comes into my lane and gives me a big old ho, ho, ho. And he says, yeah, I just got off a Santa Claus job. I went, oh my God, I could have called you Santa Claus. I mean, seriously, how many times does Santa Claus come into your store, huh? Dressed up in street clothes, and then you want to address him as Santa Claus, but oh God, I wish I would have now. That would have made his night. I just love being with people that have the festive spirit, and this guy did. Well, there we go. Wrapped up another day in CS. The way we wrap things up tonight. And I really do wish that we had like a 15-minute rule, but I guess it would stretch to a 30-minute rule, stretch to an hour rule. And what I mean by that is that there are parents of young, very young children, and even children with aged parents, and they are doing their darndest to hurry up to get to the store before it closes. And tonight, this kid, maybe 23 years old, has a 7-month-old baby. I just need to get milk. I just need to get milk for my baby. And we had been closed for about 10 or 15, no, about 10 minutes. And I opened my heart. I felt, very compassionate in the moment, because, even though I've never been there, I don't want anybody else to be there. And because, I had to let him in, and because my heart told me to. And I'm sure the cameras got it. So, I walked with him throughout the store, got to know who he was, got to know his name, his baby's name, and everything like that. I'd like to have that 15-minute rule where somebody in a situation such as this, needs to get something. All right, that's it. That's my day in CS.